Are you ready for Watercolor Wednesday? Are you ready for Watercolor Wednesday, babe?
Yep.
Morton's jumping on. Morton's going to read the comments, and you and I, we're going to watercolor. Let me think here what we're doing. We're using watercolor paper tonight. I have a project that we're going to do tonight. I really want to teach you some things. And I'm hoping that what I teach you is going to help you. Now, this is a watercolor pad. This is Grumbacher. It's a cold press surface. It's 9 by 12 sheets. It's 300 gram. I think Morton picked that up at Walmart. But the thing with the pad is, look, it's like loose. It's not bound on the sides. So this is how you get around that. This is how you get around that. Yay, Morton's on. Hooray. So it's not joined at the sides. So you got to tape this. So we're going to tape this. We're going to tape the bottom right to the pad. This piece right to the pad. I don't know where this tape came from. Boy, this tape is tough. I'm going to tape this side. Nah, it's okay. And everybody, you need to watch and you need to tap. If we hit 100,000 taps tonight, 100,000 likes, I'm going to give away a watercolor painting. So tap, 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 tap. And I might give away 6 watercolor paintings. Maybe. Morton's looking at me. We just might give away 6 watercolor paintings. It's Watercolor Wednesday. So the first thing I'm doing, no, it could be anybody, not just the sub, anybody. I'll just randomly pick somebody commenting. So make sure you're commenting, tapping, participate. And I think we can I know we can hit 100,000. We've done it before. Hello, Ellen. I'm taping this up. I'm going to tape it up. I'm going to tape it off.
Thanks, Julie. The Hartneys.
Yay, Morton's going to start reading. Take it over, Morton.
Hi, Ghetto Yoda.
Baby says, oh, that'll be nice.
Ellen says hi.
Hello. It's Ellen. Ellen G, honey.
Oh, I just read it. Kel says hello.
And yes, hello. So keep tapping. We want to get 100,000 likes. Hello, Dawn. Hello, Beth. Morton, you better start reading.
9 likes.
Morton says his is lagging, but I think Morton's slacking.
Yours comes up first, and then it's I see what comes after.
Okay.
Hi there, Shorty in Michigan.
I think I'm going to tape
And
this.
Beth
I think
says
I'm going to tape this off.
Dawn.
I think I'm going to tape this off. And I think
Charlotte says hello.
Hello.
And Tina.
Hello. I think I'm going to do 6 paintings tonight. 6 paintings tonight. I'm going to teach you how to, let's paint some fruit. Who doesn't like fruit?
That's it. Just us. What will you paint?
So I'm not measuring, just eyeballing. I'm going to make 6 little studies of fruit. And if you are painting along with me, awesome. I'm happy. If you're not, that's okay too. Paint these. I'll tape these off and we're going to paint fruit. I think we'll start with a cherry because I love cherries. What's your favorite fruit? What's yours, honey?
Apricots.
Morton's apricots. I'm cherries. Yay. Gonna try to pay along. Sweet. Okay. So I have this taped off. So I'm in 6 little separates. And I'm going to
peaches, I think that is, and tears says
peaches.
Charlotte.
The first thing I'm going to do is let's prep our water. So I have my little water bottle here. I'm going to get some dirty water going. little dirty water there. A little dirty water here. They're both kind of green. And then we're painting with the Van Gogh set tonight. And we're gonna mist this. I'm gonna activate all my colors because gosh only knows what all we're gonna be using tonight. This is how you wake up your watercolors. Wake them up like this, and everybody keep tapping. When we get to 100,000 taps, I'm gonna give away one of these watercolors. And if you keep tapping and keep us company, I might give away all of them. All right, let's paint some cherries. So the first thing we're gonna do, I'm gonna get some clean water in here too. Maybe not. I'm just gonna use this bottle for my clean water. And I'm using my Van Gogh brush that came with this. It's a number 6 and it's a round. That's what it is. And I'm using, yep, if you ain't tapping, you're napping. Thanks, Charlotte. Charlotte's a cheerleader for us. Tippy tap, tap, tap. Okay, so painting a cherry, let's think about what color palette we're gonna use. We're gonna use a couple different colors. We're gonna use some orange, some red. We might use some purple. We're not gonna just go on here and paint like I normally do. Just paint the thing. We're gonna use a little bit of Morton's charcoal. And P.S. Morton's ready to making more charcoal as soon as we start using the wood stove. So this is how I'm going to make my cherries. I'm going to take little circle, one little circle. It doesn't have to be a perfect circle. Then I'm going to take another little circle. Then I'm going to take one back here. That's a bigger one in the back. Oh my gosh, that's a juicy one. So we're going to sketch this out a little bit. And can everybody see the cherry really good? Can you see that? Do you need me to zoom in? Let me zoom in here for you. I don't want you to miss the cherry. These are going to be super cute.
They're saying yes. I
Okay.
can see it all right.
Awesome. Okay, and then we're going to think about the stem. So I'm going to actually take this guy out. I don't like him. I just want two. That's me and you right there. So let's start this stem like down in and come up like a little wishbone and pull it down in. That's just our little guide. Okay. And whenever you're using charcoal, rub your fingers too. So we're going to make our brush wet. And we're going to activate the green that's in here because we're going to need this green. We're going to paint our stem last. Let's see, this was dried watercolor in here. This is why I say don't throw away your water. This is green. And it will come back to life. This one has a bit of charcoal in it though. This is a really cool color. This is a really cool color for a shadow. Okay, now on here, right on here. Let me set this up here so you can see this. I want you to see what colors I'm getting into. Okay, let's take a little bit of, let's go with yellow first. Let's go with this yellow. And let's go with a little dab of orange. Dab right into the orange. And then finally red. Dab the red on there. We just sort of mixed all of them. Now I'm going to make this the darker side, and I'm going to deliberately leave one part of this white to make a little shine for ourselves, to make a little, what's the word? Reflection. I'm going to bring this out around here and just paint right back in here.
The Ella says hi in North.
Hello.
In Los Angeles.
Now I'm not gonna do anything else to this one. Nothing else to this one. We're gonna come in here, we're gonna paint this one. And you see how it's lighter? And let's put a little reflection down here on this spot. Where you're putting your reflection, you want to make that, let that part white. Okay, now I'm going to come back in here and I'm going to grab a little bit of water on my brush and a little bit of this darker red. And we're going to come right here to the edge of this one, just to the edge. Make it a little bit more darker. Just to the edge. And this is wet on wet. This is wet on wet. Just right around there, a little bit of that darker. And I'm gonna take that's a little purple. Let's take a little bit of that too. And then back to this red. And we're gonna come up here and we're gonna put just a little bit right there. Just to make it feel like it has a little dent in it. And we're gonna put the little cherry butt right back here.
Cass says good evening.
Hello, good evening. Okay, now I'm gonna dip again. Now, a lot of times we overpaint stuff. I don't want to do that. I'm gonna dip into the water. This red is not wanting to. There we go. Now the red's getting juicier. Okay, now down here, right below this shadow, right above this highlight. Just gonna put a little bit more of that red right down there. And you see how it makes it look a bit more 3D. Can you see the difference between the one I went back and touched and the one I have the first bit on? Can everybody see the difference? And here I'm going to do the same.
Cass reckons
Right
you
around
make it
the
look
center.
easy.
Right around the center and right around the edge. I'm going to bring this out a little bit further. A little bit further. I'm going to go back in, make this wet. And I'm going to come back in. I'm going to grab a little bit of yellow this time.
Charlotte said you brought that alive, and Puella says you sent me a watercolor of a pumpkin last year, framed it and hung it up during Halloween season.
That's
says
cool.
And Beth says love the depth.
And now this, I'm going to take dark, dark, dark. Look, dark, 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 dark. I might even grab a little dab of that purple. Hope it's purple anyway.
Says Bandy.
And right down here on the bottom, let's go with a nice dark line down here. That has a little bit of purple in it. And we're going to darken this bit just a little bit. And we're going to make this wet again. And we're going to come up here and darken it right around this bit. Just like, think of like a little, we're making a little hole here, right? That's what we're up to. We don't want any sharp edges. I'm going to turn this. Don't be afraid to turn it to where it's comfy for your hand. There we go. Smooth that out. So we have two nice little cherries here. Now this needs to dry. While this is drying, we're going to make a shadow. So our shadow, I don't like to make my shadows crazy dark. You can darken them up. This is true. But I don't like to start off dark. You can always add more. And the shadow, you can decide. Maybe these are glass cherries, so they would make a red shadow. But we're going to say these are just shadows. So I'm going to take this, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to just start right down at the bottom. Just right at the bottom. And just put in a little blob. A little blob. Don't touch the red. If you do, it's okay. A little blob there. A little blob here. And I touch the red. And it's okay. It's all right. Don't worry. Don't sweat it. Oh, I touched both the reds. I'm going to let this dry. We're gonna come back and fix the shadow. I can't touch it right now. Don't touch this right now. Let it sit. I'm gonna darken this up just a little bit up here. I can't do my stem yet.
Avery says hi.
I can't do my stem yet, and I can't do my shadow yet. Let these dry. Don't do what I did. I showed you that because you don't want to do it. Let's paint a peach. Did somebody say the peach was their favorite?
Yeah, somebody did.
Okay, so peach, let's go in and grab orange. Let me pull this up here so you can see the colors I'm grabbing. I'm gonna go right in and grab orange. I'm gonna grab some of this on my brush. I'm gonna grab some real light stuff. We don't want it to look like an orange. It's a peach. It's a peach. It has some nice red tones to it. And the peach, we're gonna make this just a nice, juicy peach. And we're just gonna go peachy shaped. Just peachy shaped. And see, we dabbed all of those, and a peach is not gonna shine like a cherry. This is not gonna have white spots on it. It's not a cherry. And we want to gently get that shape of the peach in. I'm going to grab some more of those colors that I just did and come around. A peach also has a bit of, we got to decide where we want the top to be. Let's make the top here. We're going to paint this in here. And we're going to put this peach cheek out here. I'm going to put more yellow on. I need more yellow. Oh, yeah. That's what I needed. More yellow.
Floyd's saying, OMG, you do paint tutorials too.
Yes, absolutely.
One of my favourite fruits right now is watermelon, says Buella. It's like magic, says Miss Jackson.
So we just made the little peach bud up there. And this is a fun thing to do. If you want to paint a little group of fruit, and everybody keep tapping, because when we get to 100,000, I'm giving away these
Gail's
things.
asking if your vertigo's gone.
Pretty much so, yeah. I'm putting a little yellow in here. We're going to layer this one up. We're not going to paint this in a oneer. This takes a minute. This takes a minute. And remember, we don't want any white. But what we do want to do with the peach is dab it. We want to dab the peach. Always dab your peach. When you dab your peach, you're going to create little peach fuzz. Look at the peach fuzz. The peach fuzz is happening. What the heck is that? That can be where the stem's happening. That was a happy little accident. But again, on this, we want to do the same. Now, I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna grab. You wouldn't think of dark red for a peach, but we're gonna grab some dark red. Gonna grab a little purple, and we're gonna start giving it its shape. We're gonna come down here to the bottom, just to the bottom, and we're gonna put on the darker paint. Gonna paint it up, and we're gonna think about like maybe where we want the shadow, how we want the shadow. And then we're just going to blend and touch this up in here. Might want to make this come up here. A peach is, yeah. And then up here, this cool color that we have, we're going to think about coming down in here to make where our stem's going to be. We're going to make the little darker part where the stem's going to come out of. Going to go across there. We're going to come across in here. And then we're going to dab that. We need to dab that. And then we need to go back in and darken it again. A lot of times you're going to find dabbing and reapplying is a good thing. We're going to dab down here gently, not a lot. And we're not going to take a whole lot off down there. I'm going to just blend this up a bit.
Bambi loves cherries, they say.
Oh, excellent. Now this one, I'm gonna go in with some yellow. I'm gonna go in with some yellow and put some little spots around here that are just yellow. And guess what we're gonna do with this peach? We're gonna let this peach sit. This peach is gonna chill. But you see, we got the round shape, we got a little curvy, we got the little peach butt. Can't think of what else to call it. We'll call it a peach butt. Let's keep on the fruit thing. Let's do some grapes. And let's do purple grapes. Well, we can do grapes of different colors. And
Somebody was suggesting a pear.
a pear. Well, let's do some purple grapes first. Pears are good too. Purple grapes, you can draw these out or you can just paint. And this is how I like to do them. Let's come in and grab some purple.
You're at 22,000 likes.
Woohoo! Let's grab some purple. And I'm gonna start just by making, and purple grapes will have reflection on them. And can everybody see okay? Can you see all right?
Beth said looks great so far, and Trish suggested a banana.
Okay, we'll do a banana. A banana will look pretty on here. So, but think about how grapes overlap. So we're gonna paint these grapes so they're overlapping, but I'm leaving little white spots on them. We're gonna make a bunch of grapes. And I'm gonna use different colors. I'm gonna make them go different ways, different sizes. Some will be behind some. And we're just gonna keep building the grapes up. Sometimes I like to take one and, just pop it wherever. And you can definitely draw these out if you want to draw these out. I like to come up here, and let's go up here to where we're going to finish this one. We'll finish with a big grape up here. Dab it in. Sometimes it's fun to do this, just to dab in your... Grapes are really fun to paint. Dab in your other colors. And again, see, but the red, if we put a little purple on towards the bottom, it starts giving us that 3D effect that we want.
Floyd says it's been so long since I've done watercolor. Thanks for the inspiration.
Oh, do it. Do it. Get back on it. It's so fun and relaxing. Before these get too far, I'm going to dab them just a bit. I think dabbing a grape makes it look way more real. Look at, I think it looks so much more real when you dab the grape. And then you can come back in and fill in color where you need to. That might be back in there. And we're painting a bunch of grapes. These are really great little exercises to do. And like when you get done, you're gonna have a bunch of little, real pretty little paintings. They would be really pretty to put on a card, make a card for somebody.
Sweet Lady J says hello.
Hello, and see how I'm leaving, I'm leaving some space, because bunches of grapes do have space in them. And you notice how on every single one I'm leaving a little white bit. Has to have a little white bit on it for your reflection.
Bambi loves watching, and your voice is soft.
Thanks, Bambi. I got a little bit darker paint on here. A little bit darker paint for this one. This one's down in a little bit. You can put some highlights, some lowlights. I don't want to go too crazy on all of them because I do want to give the grapes some room so we can have our stem. If I paint like the bunch with no room for a stem, we will be disappointed. Back here, I am going to paint a little something. This grape's back in behind. But just feel it out. There's no right or wrong way to do this. Then you can come in and clean these up or add to them, put some shadow on them.
You've been asked, do you ever do watercolor on silk?
Watercolor what?
On silk.
Yes, absolutely. I've painted on, I have silk paints, but I have used watercolor on silk. I'm a big believer that you can use anything on anything.
Nene says hi.
Hey, Nene, how are you? Okay, so we have this guy's almost done. I'm just rounding my grapes off. The last thing you want is a square grape. Now on this, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna put all of our stems in at the end because if we put our stems in at the end, our green stems in at the end, it's gonna be really, it's gonna be better. Let's paint a banana. Let me get my water cleaned out. We're going into the yellow. Going into the yellow. And the first thing you want to do with a banana is you want to paint a banana shape. That's green. Don't worry. We're going to come down on that's really green. Let me clean this up. And let me dab this off. Don't worry. We're all good. We're going to go with yellow. Think about you're painting this banana kind of like in sections. So that we're going to call this the bottom section. We'll actually make it a little bit gold down here.
Thanks, just me. They said keep tapping. Audrey says I've always struggled with doing grapes, never seem to pick up the cluster right.
I think it's because we want to fill it in too much. So this is the bottom of the banana. I'm going to dab this because I like to dab things. I just think, look, when you dab it, it automatically gives it shadow. Why not dab it? So the bottom part's going to be the darker part. So on the top part now, I want to go with super, super, super light yellow. Light yellow. And I'm out of white, which means I got to be real careful here.
I'm from Scotland.
I'm going to take this and we're going to paint this for our top part of the banana.
Tot says perfect, and just me says, is there anything you can't do?
Oh, plenty I can't do. But I like to try everything.
Native Beauty is saying do a plum after the banana. Jenny says nice.
Let's see how the colors are going. I'm going to get one of my clean rags, a clean dirty rag. But it's okay that it has some, think about how the banana looks. Think about a banana shape. So the light part here on top, we want to keep that really nice and light. But see, we definitely have a little line. I want to start painting our little stem up here. I'm not going to do that yet because again, we need to let things dry. Now I'm going to go with a little bit of the golden orange kind of feel. And I know you don't think of bananas as like a golden orange, but we're going to come down here with just a little bit of this. Trust this process.
Beth loves the colors.
A little bit of orange. We're not going to make a rotten banana. How does everybody like to eat your banana? I like a couple spots. How do you like yours, Martin?
When they're nice and yellow or on the way to being black.
I'm going to put a little bit dark down here, a little bit dark down here. And I want to keep that. I got that nice line there. I want to
Cassie
keep
likes
that
them a
line.
little green.
Little green. Down here at the very bottom, I'm going to come into some brown. Down here at the little bottom, we need to put the little banana bloom at the bottom. Just a little bit. And you can make that any shape you want to. That can be any shape. We'll take that same bit and we'll come right up here at the top and just pull that down just a little bit and dab it. Just a little bit and dab it.
Love the 6 series of fruit together, says Beth. Charlotte saying,
And then
tap, let's help.
I'm going to
Out with
put
these
some little,
taps, please and thank you.
I'm going to put some little freckles on this banana and dab them. I'm gonna do more on the banana, but we gotta wait. Remember, a big part of this is let things dry.
You're at
Let things
26,000
dry.
likes.
26,000 likes. I'm gonna give away a whole bunch of fruit if we get 100,000 likes. I don't know. Can we do it? What do you think, Martin? Should we do a vegetable? Should we keep doing fruit?
Well,
I'm gonna paint something interesting that might be hard for you to paint. Let's do, how about, honey, would you go grab me an apple? Just grab an apple. I'm gonna show you how to do a still life. We're gonna do a still life.
what about an onion?
An onion? Yeah, grab an onion. Do we have onions? Grab an onion. You know, what is it? Ogres are like onions. They got layers.
Parfait.
Let's do an onion. Onion's a good one. This is how you do a still life. Set it there. Set it there. Find an interesting angle. Oh, I like that angle. I love that angle. And so the first thing that you want to do, I'm rinsing this the whole way off. Rinsing this the whole way off. And I just want to paint what I see. Just paint what you see. I'm just going to paint the shape just now. I'm just going to kind of flattish at the top, down to the bottom. I'm just painting what I see. This is my underpainting. It's a little bit pointy down here. And there's a little nubby nub on top. Little nub on top. Right? And then down here at the bottom, that's where the roots were. So we're going to underpaint that shadow first. Now this onion is kind of orange. Yeah, it's almost a pale orange. So what I want to do is just sort of build in like a roundish shape. Don't freak. We're just building. We're just building. There's lots of lines on here. And look at your lines. Look at how they're going. Right? They help give you the shape. This helps gives you the shape. Right around here, it looks a little darker in there, so let's go a little darker in here. Right up in here, there's a little bit darker spot. Right across the top, it's a little bit darker too. I'm gonna dab that because that got a little crazy dark. I'm gonna come down here. There's one spot here. I highly recommend using still life, using things to paint from. We're going to put some lines in here. We're painting what we see. And these lines are going to help give us our shape. Don't be afraid to dab. And we're not going for photorealism. We're going for the The shape of an onion, let's go with some, let's go with some yellow. Let's go with some yellow right in here. Right in through here, there's a little yellow coming down. There's a little patch of yellow there, and there's a line of yellow coming down. And if you don't want your colors to bleed into each other, let it dry. Let it dry between things. So you're working on 6 right now. You're going to have plenty of time for it to dry for yourself. I want to take a brown, a pale brown. I don't want to go too brown. And I want to go with some lines here. See, right down here, we really have some lines showing. And you see we're getting a bleed on here. I'm gonna let this dry a little bit. I'm gonna put a little, we'll put a little bit up at the top. We're gonna put the little bit down at the bottom with this. Just a little bit where the roots were. And we're gonna let that dry. We gotta let this onion dry. Put a little bit dark. A little dark shadow towards the bottom. That helps you get a nice round shape. Let's let the onion dry. And let's go with, honey, would you stick the apple back, the onion back and grab an apple? We're gonna come back and do some things to that, make a shadow. When we make shadows, things will pop. When you make a shadow, things will pop. I can come up here now and clean up these cherries. I can clean up these cherries with a little bit of red here. A little bit of red here.
Which one do you want?
Let's choose this one. Let's choose this apple. I'm gonna eat this apple. Oh, he's beautiful. So we're gonna paint just what we're looking at here. Just what we're looking at. Painting from a picture is great, but painting from a still life, and you don't go get elaborate. You don't have to. You can if you want to, but you don't have to. So we're gonna come in here, we're gonna grab some red, and we're gonna just paint our shape. So I see the top part coming down this way. And I'm gonna come here the whole way around with this. The whole way around with this. Where my stem goes, I'm gonna let that clear. Down here where the colors are going to go into this hole, I'm gonna just start feathering this. Look, right in here. Right in here to make this the stem. Where the stem's gonna go. That's gonna be lighter. Lighter. I'm gonna take a little bit of yellow because it is a yellowy green down in here. Put that in there.
Michelle says, that day you are so good, Priscilla.
Thank you. I have fun painting. That's what I do. I have fun painting. I'm gonna put that yellow in there. I'm gonna let that yellow dry a bit. And this apple is pretty red, but look, right over here, there's a little bit of an orangey spot. See right there? Just like a little highlight right there. Yes, it's red, but it's a little pinky red almost. Let me see, what color is this?
Michelle's sending Rosie.
Thank you. So we're gonna split this up now. We're gonna do some underpainting here. And we're gonna paint our apple. And then we're gonna start putting in our highlights and colors and all that good stuff. Thank you. And I'm using like a reddish, I don't know how to describe it. Putting this on, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna dab it. Gonna dab it. dab it, the magic happens. Now I'm gonna go with my red. And we're gonna come in here and we're gonna fill that red in where the red is. And see how the color just, it's popping out. There's a little bit of shine right there. And I'm just sort of, you know how we did with the onion? To give the onion the curve, just sort of doing the same with the apple. Just sort of doing the same with the apple.
Why does paper need to be acid free for scrapbooking?
For scrapbooking, so it doesn't damage your photos.
And so any ink that you use doesn't deteriorate over time as well.
Okay, I'm gonna dab the apple. Dab the apple. And then come back in with color. And we're gonna go big on this color here. This color here is gonna go dark, dark. Dark, dark, dark there. Dark, dark, dark here across the bottom. And you see how it looks, we're building up the layers of the color. Building up the layers of the color. Building it up. We want it to be 3D feeling. Right here now, I'm gonna come and pull in here. Pull in here to make our center happen. That's where our little stem is gonna go. Gotta dab that. Gotta dab that. Don't be afraid to dab. We're gonna let him dry. Let's let him dry. Let's go up to the cherries. The cherries. I'm gonna give where I know I'm not gonna touch it again for the shadow. Gonna come over here and go dark. I'm gonna let that one alone. I love that one. Now we're gonna make our shadow on our cherries. I'm gonna give them one dab. Just down here where our shadow is gonna go. And this is the color that I'm gonna use. This is the color that I'm gonna use for this. This is why I tell you, do not throw away your dirty water. This color is perfect for our shadow. We're gonna take it and we're gonna drop a little bit here.
Heart mace.
Thank you. We're gonna drop a little bit here for this little cherry shadow. Then we're gonna do the same thing right here. Drop a little bit there for our cherry shadow. When this is all the way dry, all the way dry, I'm gonna come back in here and clean it up. It's not all the way dry yet. And the tab for the cherries, we're gonna make the cherries have green stems. So I'm gonna come up here and we're just gonna paint our stem in. Thicker at the top. Come down in. If you want to paint a leaf on, you could paint a leaf, but you're going to want to dab this straight down and straight up. Straight down and up. And I like to, on these cherry stems, I like to go in here and put brown. The brown, once you've had the green on, the brown, I think, does something really good to it. Once my shadow is dry here, I'll clean that up. Let's make our peach stem. That paint's good and dry now. And we're just gonna come in here. We're gonna put it right here.
Diana said you're a great artist.
We're gonna, thank you. We're gonna use a real dark as well. Light and then a dark. And if you feel like you want to put a leaf, but you can also do this. Look, if you want to feel like a leaf, but you don't want a leaf, why not take green and just paint, look, just paint a stripe of green down. When we take that off, that's gonna look so cool. This one, I'm gonna do the same on this. A lot of times when I wanna put a leaf on, but I don't, I'll just paint a green stripe down and dab it. It's gonna look so cool when I lift this off, I promise. Dab that, the green stripe. We'll put on the banana, we won't go with a green stripe for the banana. We'll go with a blue-green stripe for the banana, and we'll do it at the bottom. The banana's not quite done yet. We need to put a shadow on there. Oh, we need to put a shadow.
Beautiful.
We need to put a shadow on our peach too. These are gonna be pretty little paintings that, if we hit 100,000, I'm gonna give away paintings tonight. I haven't done that for a long time.
You're at 35,000 now, so.
Oh, you better get tapping.
You hit that fast, that's only
Gotta
44.
tap to make it happen. Okay, remember we didn't paint this whole bunch together. So we're gonna come in here, we're gonna take our little stem. And then we might have one little stem going here that you can't even see. Might have one going there. And dab that. Dab that. And a nice purple complementary color is orange. So I'm gonna grab a little bit of paint and we're gonna do a little orange. Let's do a little orange like this. A little triangle up there, and let's do one down here. Experiment with your color. Experiment with your colors. You're gonna make more interesting things if you experiment. Experiment.
If you get us up to 100,000, Bambi, she's going to give away the paintings and randomly pick them out of whoever's
Commenting.
interacting.
Yeah, I'm gonna put a shadow here. The shadow just helps give you, we'll put this shadow here on these grapes.
Cupcake loves tapping away.
Yay. We'll put this shadow here on the grapes. And you don't need to go in and make the perfect shadow for everything. You can just touch a little bit here and there, and you see what the shadow did. The shadows should be an easy thing for you.
You're up at 37,000.
Don't overthink your shadows. Don't overthink your shadows. I'm going to take that one right off the page. Right off the page. The shadow for the banana. We're just going to do this for the banana.
Wednesday says they're going home to watercolor fruit tonight. You've inspired.
Yes, look at the watercolor. Look at the shadow for the banana. And I'm trying a whole bunch of different things here because I want to give you ideas to do a whole bunch of different things. You don't just have to do one thing or the other. I'm going to make this shadow darker up here. I think that's going to do good things for it. A little bit darker up here for these shadows. Make that one a little bit bigger. I like that so much better. Don't be afraid to try. Don't be afraid to try. Okay, we have our apple. We have our apple we still need to work with here. I'm gonna...
Sweet Tea says these tips are awesome. I just love you all.
Thank you. And I'm gonna really try to make this go in here. I want to do it and not have it look like a pumpkin. But I want to curve this in here. And curve that apple in there. I like that. I'm not going to mess with it anymore. Just a dab. Okay, now I should be able to do my shadow down here. I should be able to do that. Do my shadow down here. And look, we don't even have to do it the whole way because it doesn't matter. And I'm going to take my dark, 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 dark brown. And we're going to come right in there. We don't even have to fuss with it. Just a little stem. And here on this one on the side, apple, let's go with red apple. My apple's not quite right though. This part needs to be out bigger. That part needs to come out a bit more. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. I'm going to take it right off the page.
Kate Love says that's perfect.
Okay, and this one I think I'm going to take a bit of yellow and come right down this side. Just for a little contrast. Now we're going to go really crazy now, kids. We're going to go crazy. I'm loving how the onion's looking. I'm not going to do much to that onion. Honey, do you like the onion?
Yeah.
I'm loving him. I'm not going to do a lot more to him. I'm going to give him a little shadow. He got a little shadow.
You're at 40,000 likes.
Oh, I think we're going to be giving away some watercolors.
Kate loves the onion too.
Onions are fun. Okay, now I'm going to make you maybe freak out a little bit, but we're going to add a little bit of fun to this. I'm going to put some sprinkles on things. Let me think. What and where? What and where I want to do this. I want to actually make that peach a little bit bigger up here.
Diana reckons it's a beautiful picture.
Thank you. I'm going to take, I think I'm going to take grayish, blackish on here, grayish, blackish. I'm going to make it kind of textured, kind of not, and I'm just going to go like this.
Sue Boo says, Charlotte says, this is so good, you make it look so easy.
We're just going to put a
Sue
little...
Boo says, love it, is this for sale?
This is going to be, I'm giving these all away. I'm going to take these apart. I'm going to cut these apart. And we're going to send these away to 6 lucky people who are watching. So ask questions. We are almost over. Are we at 100,000 likes?
No, you're miles away from it. You're
Oh
at
my
42,300.
goodness.
Did
Oh
you
my
take drawing or art
goodness.
classes?
Just normal stuff in school. I'm going to put some of this on. I like a little noise on a painting. These are just little taps. Little taps. This is what you should have been doing. Tap, tap, tapping. Okay, I'm going to set my water up here. I'm going to put my apple.
Wow, says Sue Boo, I love
My
this for
apple.
my kitchen, is it? Says Sue Boo. Well,
My
I hope
apple.
I get one, says Bambi. We have a long way to go.
Yes,
Tap, tap, tap,
long
says
way to go.
Cupcake. These
Let's
looks
take
so
these
beautiful,
off.
says Ricky. Love these, says 3 Beans.
You know what I
think
should have
paid
did?
Also, but I haven't in a little time.
Oh my
says
gosh. I got to tape this back
Love the
up.
fruit, thank you.
Because I am not going to be able to cut these just right if I don't do this, honey. I got to do this so I can cut these. I gotta put like a little frame on these so I know where to cut. Little vignette frame. Just a little vignette frame.
Are you doing the Halloween package this year that Harriet's asking you?
I've done Halloween. I've done a fall. I have a Harvest Moon box on the site right now. I have that line. I'm just gonna put a little vignette. Little vignette.
There's quite a few new things on the site at the moment, isn't there?
Yeah, the site got a whole bunch of stuff on it.
They're saying they like the specs on it. 3 Beans and Sue
Yeah.
do like the specs.
Yeah, the specs are fun.
Yeah, if you use the link in the bio to go to the 1870studio.com shop, there's a lot of different things in it at the moment.
I just want to know where to cut my little
And
pictures
thanks for
out.
the gift, Subu.
Hey, Subu. Okay. Now this is when these are going to get real cute. Now I'm going to take this off.
Diana's in the road.
Zoom you out. Can you see it? Can you see our painting?
Sue lives in a 1910 Victorian house, not a church, but it's
That's cool.
nice. Sounds like guys have a little cold. Yeah, I've got a bit of a cough. I think it's because I was outside with sawing up wood yesterday.
I save my tape and I use it a couple times. Now, Morton has a paper chopper that he likes to use. I like to eyeball it.
Nah, for that, you're better with the other thing.
No, I'm eyeballing these.
Robert loves it. Subu's got original stained glass windows and floors.
Oh, how cool.
That'd be amazing.
Love
and
it.
Ella sent, missed what it was. Thanks, Ella.
Okay.
And 3 Beans sent heart me.
Thanks, everybody.
I was watching what Priscilla was up to with the tape and missed what Ella had sent.
Okay, now I'm gonna...
Not 48,000 likes.
48,000 likes. Maybe
So
I
much
should just
talent
give
says
away.
who's lying.
Maybe I should just give
So
away
confused.
3 since we're halfway to our goal. But because I love you, oh no, I just knocked all that stuff over. It didn't fall the whole way. Whee! Because I love you, I'm gonna give away all 6 of these just now. So this is how this is gonna work. I'm gonna randomly touch on the screen and pick a winner. You need to be commenting and talking and saying things. You could say which one you like the most. You could, any of that.
Yeah,
And-
so awesome. I love these. You're a wonderful talent. You're saying, oh, and you love.
I'm gonna take a little pen to sign these. Make sure this little pen's working. Yep. It's getting dark in here. It's getting dark in here.
Love the banana, almost got to 50k. Love the cherries. Love the banana, like them all. The onion peel looks so real. Peach is the bomb. Hi there, Melissa. Cherries, I love the cherries. Cannot pick one favourite. Love the apple. Love these. Thanks for all the gifts, everybody. So super talented Priscilla. Cherries the best. Lovely that. They would make a great set. You should make more and sell. The cherries are really nice. I love watching you live so much, Melissa. Oh, nice. Signed
And
to also.
I'm gonna do some stuff like up here with my pen. Look, I'm gonna take this stem right up there. Because guess what? You can do anything you want to do.
Shapes match the kitchen. Don't get to choose a favourite.
You can do anything you
I
want
know.
to do. Anything you want to do on these. Here, if I wanted to sharpen this up right now, I could come in here and put a little darkness right there. A little darkness right there. I'm not going to go crazy on these because I think they're done. I think they're done. I'm cutting them apart. Morton doesn't like me to cut this way, but I like to cut this way. And then you're going to see how cute these look. Morton, you're watching what I'm doing, aren't you?
Yeah, it would have been quicker and easier with the guillotine.
No, honey. I don't like to guillotine stuff like this.
All the small additions you made a big difference. I think the cherry is great. I'm not good with scissors. Says two fly, love them. The banana. Totality happy. I'm horrible at cutting straight lines. That's why I use the guillotine.
I like to eyeball it.
I pray I get one. Says Bombay onion. Says cupcake love.
I'm going to show you just how cute these are. Oh my gosh, I'm loving these little individuals. Loving them. I have a little easel here.
50,000 likes.
Woot! We're having a giveaway. We are having a giveaway. These will fit super cute into little frames for people. I gave all my stamps to Maggie, so I need to buy stamps tomorrow at the post office.
Thanks for the roses, Diana.
But look at, this is a cute little easel that I just made out of sticks. You should make a little easel out of sticks if you win one. How cute. The onion, let's hear it for the onion. Let's give away the onion right now. Let's do this. I'm gonna touch. And it is Melissa. It is, wait, Melissa, I tapped my way out so many times. Melissa, I just followed you and you're a winner. Melissa, you just won this one. I'm just reaching up and touching, guys.
You have to message Priscilla.
Message me your address to Melissa with love. Congrats, everybody, congratulate Melissa. Tapped her way out so many times, she said. And she has a little B beside her name. Melissa, you got me? Yep, there's your smiley faces. Okay, Melissa got the onion.
Did she hear that she won?
Melissa, you heard you won, yeah? Yep. Message me. Look at the banana. Look at, okay, now look, guys. You know how we put the little green underneath? How cool does the little green look underneath? Now, I'm looking at this. I'm going to randomly just reach up here and touch this. Who wants a banana? Who wants a banana? I'm going to follow you back who my winner is. It is Colette sells WN. Colette sells WN. Colette, answer, please, please, please. Colette says stop it. Yep, Colette in the 716. I just followed you. Message me with your address and I will mail you this. And look at this. See this little line we painted here? It made it look like it's 3D, didn't it? So Colette, I'm going to write your name here. To Colette. And here's the deal. You got to message me tonight with your mailing address, because I've done this before And how long have I had them sitting on my desk, honey, and I had to chase people down?
And make sure the
To
address
Colette,
is accurate, because we've also
with
had
love.
ones that get sent out that have been returned. Either the zip code's been wrong, or it's one of these short addresses.
Okay, Colette, you're the winner. Congrats. You're the top banana. Peach. Peach, it could be a pumpkin. You could change it into a pumpkin. Let's just say it's this. Let's just say it's this. Comment and thank you, everybody, for being here. I'm going to touch one and I can reply to this one. I'm going to reply, you are a winner. How I touched before, that didn't come up. So you are a winner. I'm replying to Pam. Pam, and I know we got a couple Pams on here. Pam, did you see Pam?
Oh, no, don't
Pam.
see Pam.
It's not the Pam I went to France with. Pam, did you see that? Pam, there, yeah, ooh, me, thank you. Let me make sure I'm following you. I'm sure I am. Yeah, I'm following. We're friends. Okay, so this is to Pam. Be lovely and send me your Addie, please. To Pam, with love. You got to do everything with love. You got to. All right, the Big Apple. The Big Apple. And see how we took the tape? Oh, I love the Big Apple. I love the Big Apple. Okay, who's going to win this one? I'm getting ready to touch the screen, touch the screen, touch the screen. I'm getting ready to touch the screen. Who will win? Subu! Subu 14. I touched your name. That sounds so weird when I say this. And I got to do this on here. I got to make that little rounded right there. I just had to do that. This is to Subu. Subu, you see that you're the winner, yeah?
Yeah,
Subu
she's
got
saying,
it?
yeah, I'm a winner.
Okay, to
Found it.
Sue. Message me, please, with love. We still have 2 more. And thank you, everybody, for being here and being so lovely. We have the grapes. And see how we did the little triangle up here, top and bottom, little shadow, little speckle. When you do things like that to your paintings, especially when you're doing these little sets like this, it really, really adds something. Okay, I'm going to touch up here now. It sounds weird, but I'm gonna. Okay. Inside our bubble, I can reply to you. You are a winner. Inside our bubble. Inside our bubble is a winner. Message me your Addie. You get this one. To inside our bubble with love. Doot, doot, doot. Wait. Heart, heart, heart. We got one more left. Oh my gosh, and it's the cherries. Okay, let's talk about this one. Let's talk about the cherries. Cherries, you know, hold a special place for me and Morton, don't they, honey?
Mm-hmm.
When Morton met me in Scotland, Morton had a big basket of cherries for me. Morton picked me up at the airport with a big basket of cherries. How could I not fall in love with him? And Morton's mom, I met his whole family within like an hour of landing. And his mom said, my goodness, that's a lot of cherries. And I was like, get your own cherries, lady. I got to darken this spot right here. So everybody tap, tap, tap. Cherries are lovely. My dad used to always bring me sweet cherries. I'm going to make a little, you can go on here and you could You could doodle for days. You could do things, but I think I showed you here in an hour how you can make really effective pretty paintings. To see a little stripe of green rather than trying to fit a whole leaf in there. And boy oh boy, look at these comments going. I'm gonna touch one. Gonna touch somebody now. This sounds so weird. And who am I going to pick? Wait, I'm looking away. Let me just touch the screen without, I was looking at the screen. Let me look away. Here we go. And where is the name? Ellen G70. Ellen G70. This is to Ellen. Ellen G70 got the cherries. Ellen G. Do you got it, Ellen? To
The shade
Ellen
OMG, thank you.
with love. I want to know if everybody had fun tonight. Did everybody have fun? Is everybody going to try to paint some of these? Look, these are, I think they're really effective. I think they would be sweet on cards. I think they would be just fun. Like this one pulled up a little bit. My tape, there, I fixed it. Yeah. And if you didn't win tonight, this has felt so much fun. Maybe next Wednesday, we're going to do the same. I've enjoyed doing the 6 little paintings. Did everybody like the 6 little paintings? Did you like it? Because we can do this next Wednesday too. Came in late. I gotta flip you around. I gotta see ya. I gotta see ya. I hope you had fun, and I hope you learned something, and I hope that you maybe got over a little stumbling stone of, I don't want to paint because if it's not perfect. But look, like this one, I really love it, and I made so many mistakes on there. That one, it painted itself. But by adding a little spice and little fun, and all of our 6 lucky winners, please send me that message now. And yay, Sweet Tea, thank you so much. And thanks everybody that was watching. I would love it if you would all go and join our Facebook group. Oh my gosh, I just picked this up and I thought it was a piece of wire and I bent it in half. It's Morton's charcoal. As soon as we start having the fires again, Morton's gonna make charcoal. I'm gonna make him sell it. And I'm gonna teach you how to do incredible charcoal stuff. I don't know if I have any of my charcoals here. Like, charcoals are so fun.
They're there. Or the
No,
paintings.
some of my pictures that I've done with the charcoal. But yeah, we're gonna have lots of fun. What is this? Wednesday. We'll do something fun tomorrow. Right now, I gotta go put prices on all the stuff we're taking to the wreath barn tomorrow. I didn't do it yet today, but I did get all the items that got ordered on the website today got packed. And Morton, honey, were you the last person in the post office?
Yeah, I think so.
Morton was the last person in the post office. I'm like to Morton, hold on. I got one more to print out. And Morton goes, it's only 15 minutes till they close. So he made it. So thank you for spending time with us. Honey, come over here. Morton's over there on his phone. Today has been productive, fun, and beautiful. And Morton, I have Morton sorting. Morton sorting out all of the goodie. Oh my gosh. The surprise supplies. How about it? How heavy was that?
I don't know where you gave it.
Took? No, the big one, but how heavy was your
Yeah.
bag? You took it out to the car.
Yeah.
Morton was like Santa, but Morton's helping me put together the surprise supplies. They're listed on the website now. There's a whole bunch of new stuff listed on there. They're not going to last long. I'm not saying it to just say it. they're gonna probably be gone in a day or two. And when they're gone, they're gone. We won't have any more of them. You'll see the link is me stuffing this big giant envelope up. So everybody that was a winner tonight, please, please, please send me your deets, and these will go out in the mail to you tomorrow. And yes, cheerio, little
Cheerio,
bit says. Cheerio, everybody. Have a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful night. See you later. Bye
Night,
for
night.
now. Bye-bye.